see how it goes. Alright. How about that? It's looking kind of nice. Chrysler Dodge 1500. Heavy duty. Alright, so today we're going to be installing the AMI locking fuel door. Replaces the stock on my 2015 Ram 1500. It looks to be about the right diameter. Clearly when it's replaced, the opening will be reduced a bit, but we'll see how I can reach the diesel fuel input on this EcoDiesel. Alright, so the first step is to remove the torque screws, they say. Oops, wrong way. Holding the current one on. So the first two were T30, Torx 30. This is a Torx 25 to get the ones off the shroud. I'm going to hang on to these for sure. We'll use them later, at least two of those. So you see the off. You can see it's kind of wiggly now that I got the torque screws out. Have to cut it from behind. So what they advise is just a hacksaw blade. So I'm going to give this a try. We'll see. Alright, so I cut it through, I think enough, but not all the way through. And I came over to the front and I'm trying to pop it off. So it looks like I got it all except for maybe at the very top up here. It's kind of resisting me and I don't want to maybe work it too hard. Yeah, I don't want to scrape it up. Oh, there it goes. I wonder if there's another piece of plastic sticking out like that up here that I'm working against here. Boy, I don't want to take the caps off. I might put debris down into my def. Alright, well, part of it what I was fighting was some of the foam was still hanging on, but got it off, and gonna hang on to this cup for later. It's optional to put it back on, but if you don't put it back on, you got a vent coming through, and if you're going through dust or whatever, I'm sure it's going to push the dust right up through the gas cap and out. So I'm definitely going to hang on to this, remove it from the old cap, and then reinstall it with some new sealant when I'm done with the new locking fuel door. Alright, so the next step is to place the new door through the slots with the studs there, and then mark where the screws are going to align for the adapter. And I had to go get a brand new Sharpie to reach. It's a dull one, just wasn't going to make it through that hole. Alright, so now I got my marks. Alright, so on the next step they say to install the adapter, and they say to use the new sheet metal screw, which I think they mean this. There's two of them in the package. Kind of appears that in some other installation you might use them for here, but in this, for the EcoDiesel or 1500, I guess you're going to use one of them. So I'll install it with this one, and I'll remove these two that will hold the new ring, so I can align the holes on the marks that I made. Alright. Alright. Aligned as best I could. Then they say to go ahead and install the other bolts that were previously on the truck to hold in the shroud. Okay. Washers on the studs, and then install the door on the truck, and then the socket cap screws that I just removed to hold it in. So we'll see how that goes. So that's kind of curious. They say to put washers on the studs, but it's already going to hit the bolt that they have there. Wondering how that was supposed to work. Put it on. We'll see what happens. Actually, it's looking pretty flush. Looks like I might put a couple washers on this side too, just to hold it off, to make it. Well, I don't know. It's a little more recess on this side, but I don't want it out. So I might try it without any washers first. Let's see how it goes. Just gonna finger tight it now. Wow, that was actually pretty easy. So now I got to go back and put the hardware on this side. Spacer first, and this is on the studs, and then the star washer, and then this teeny tiny. Oh, I said bolt. I meant nut. Not so bad. Be sure. Star washer, teeny tiny nut. Alright, I'll figure out how to tighten that up later. I might actually go get an open box wrench for that to get in. I don't have anything that small right now. But look at that, huh? I can now keep people from mucking around with my DEF or diesel. And that was without any adapters. I mean, this is really nice. I'll give you a angle from up top. Look how flush that is. Smooth. I'm impressed. I thought I was going to have to muck around. The instructions actually say to test it, and then you can put washers on either the studs or on these bolts here. But boy, that's nice and slick. And I think it looks good on my truck. Got a lot of the chrome treatment everywhere, so it's gonna work. So anyway, so this is the next job. Got to figure out. I guess I'll take the torque screws out to remove the old door, and then maybe scrape some of this off, and then put some silicone on it and figure out how to put it on nice. So that'll be next. Alright, trying to get the cup back in. What I've done is I completely removed the new door and all the screws, and the cup, once I had that off, I was able to push it up from underneath, and you're not able to see anything. It's kind of like reading from Braille, I guess. Try to wedge it up in there, and the one thing that's good is you can kind of see and feel where the foam was left on the inside of the bed of the truck, and see where you need to get the cup. And then I was able to get it stuck up there on its own, and then come around outside like this and then align it. So it's not sealed yet, but I have it in a position such that if I put sealant on it while it's still wet, I'll go ahead and reinstall the door, and then when that pulls everything in, it should the cup should seal the just kind of using my finger to push the sealant up along the edge. Might be easier to use one of those small tubes you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's, but I happen to have a large thing from a home project, so. Okay, maybe a bit more in there. Starting to wonder if just using a fingertip on here is better way in the first place, because you can't really reach it any other way. But I can feel inside where the old foam is, so I'm just layering it up on that and hoping when I tighten it in, the cup will land right where it used to be, so it'll stay. Alright, time to reassemble. That's the way to do it. Get it in place and then come back when the shroud kind of pins it, and then you can feel along the edge. Yeah, this will work. It's not going to fall out after it sets. Bend these out a little bit. I wonder if I could. Very cool.